Good morning, my good survival friends, and welcome to January. Look, I really hate to do this to you, but it's that time of the year again. January, the frozen, desolate, sad wasteland that is January. Who even likes January? Seriously, it's frozen. Simply put, the cold weather is not my vibe right now. So today, my friends, I would like to introduce you to a project that we'll be working on, like, basically most of January. It's called the Nether Hub. Oh, yes. Thank you for the applause. As you can see here, I went to the dry cleaner. I'm fully suited up for this project because I'm very, very excited. It's one of those things that I've been, like, meaning to do, and then meaning to do, and then still meaning to do, and really, I just never got around to it. But it all changes here. Over the course of this month, I would like to hopefully transform every single aspect of our Nether Hub. Right now, as you'll see in a second, oh, it's a joke. It's a complete joke. My plan here is to do this little project in phases, though. Instead of going one episode and knocking everything out and bam, it's finished. I mean, come on. I make 5 videos a week. Every single week. And no shade, but is insane progress every time even fun to watch? Anyways, if you're excited for the project, leave a like. Tell me what we need to add into the Nether Hub down below. And let's do this. Alright, so, Nether Hub. Right now, lads, oh boy. It's kind of a joke, but at the same time, like, it's really not a joke, too. Up here is something really fancy. Basically, I'd like to build off of that thing. I can see it now. In the not-too-distant future, everything our eyes are setting eyes on right behind us. The Nether Portal, the Blaze Farm, it's all in the Nether Hub. And inside of that beautiful Nether Hub, a pair of beautiful murals, too. Alright, so up here, the measurements. Taking a look at this Nether Hub, we have this transport hallway that goes, like, probably in total 1,000 blocks or something like that. It's pretty long. We set it up a while ago, so in case you don't remember, a quick refresher. And this is the tunnel that goes to every single biome in the Nether. Soul Sand Valley, Basalt Deltas, we got it. Everything. It also makes a quick stop at the Stronghold that way, and the brand new slime farm. It's pretty great. Measurements. If we're going to expand the Nether Hub, which definitely is the plan, then I think we need to expand it this way. I was taking a look at this thing just now, and I don't know why in the world I built this in sections that are even, like in 4s, but I mean, fair enough. Here's what I figured we could do. We'll take all of this stuff out. It's nice, it's wonderful, but it's gotta go. Then what we could do is maybe, like, open up this thing right here. Now, I'm envisioning 2 big grand doorways. Doorway number 1 right there. Doorway number 2, which... Somebody sounds really mad over here. Oh, you're mad at me. No, friend, poor friend. No, Walter, no. Walter, please, we're friends. I have nothing for you, but trust me, we're friends. Well, my circle looks a little weird now, so maybe we touch that up like that, and I touch it up over here like that. I want to keep the circles beautiful. And then the room. Measurements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then inside of the room, 7. 7's a good number. It's a weird number, but good. So here we are, over inside of my flat world. It's time for some Nether Hub plans. I know a couple things that I want to do with this part of the Nether Hub for sure, but then I also don't know a couple other things that I want to do with this part of the Nether Hub. So we're talking about 7. That's going to be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, that'll be 4, 7, counting with waddles. Okay, it's beautiful. So that's 7. It looks a little bit smaller in person, especially in, like, survival. What if we maybe increase that? We'll expand it to 9, and now we have a section of 9. Very cool. What I was thinking is maybe... And maybe we can do this with, like, basalt or something. But what I was thinking is, this will be our doorway. We step into this room like that. That's cool. Then maybe what I could do is have, like, a corner spot right there, and then I could turn. And maybe this would be, like, a small condensed circle. What I'm thinking here with this room in the Nether Hub is... Oh, wait, I didn't even tell you the big project we're going to work on today. Oh, it's going to be so cool. We're going to work on something insanely illegal today. But anyways, this room in the Nether Hub, I was thinking that this will maybe become, like, the central room of the Nether Hub. This center room is going to be, like, well, it's going to be the center. This beautifully attractive looking chessboard over here is going to symbolize the part of the Nether Hub that we already have finished, the transportation hallway. From the transportation hallway, we walk into the central room, and maybe it's a little bit small. I don't know. Maybe I get expanded or something, but either way, we walk into this middle room. In this middle room, we have 5 directions we can go. Of course, we can go back that way. We could go over this way. We could go over this way. We could go over this way. And most importantly today, we could go straight up to the ceiling. Uh-huh. But anyways, this room. So I was thinking, we have the corner spots right there. It's like a small circle. It's kind of cool. The floor. Do I do small checkers on the floor? Black and white. I think that'll be real classy, right? Or do I do big, large, wide load checker on the floor all over the place? And I actually checker them too. So I'll have to study how, checkers would actually work. Big checker or little checker? But that is the question of life. Philosophical. Back over here inside of the Nether, I think I finally have an answer to one of life's biggest questions. But before I can reveal that answer, I actually forgot all of the basalt that I need. And that made me think of a new idea. What if I build a basalt generator? Like right here in a room, just temporarily, for everything that we need in these next few projects. Oh, I think I'm onto something. Alright, this might be the hardest thing that I do all episode. A basalt generator. I definitely know for a basalt generator you need blue ice. You definitely need blue ice, and then I think you need lava too, like a single bucket of lava. And then what is the third piece? There's one more component. It's not obsidian, right? No. The third component. Oh, it's soul sand or soul soil. Soul soil. Basalt generator? Maybe. Just a little bit of time later, with the answer to life's biggest question, voila, look at this thing. No, it's luxury, I know, you don't have to be too kind. Yeah, this is, it's only temporary, I'm not keeping it. Alright, so obviously I knew that lava flows way faster in the Nether, but look at this thing, a discovery for science right here. This stuff is so fast. I'm thinking that, even though we do have the basalt machine in the overworld, what if I set up like a part of the Nether hub with like a basalt generator? This is so much more efficient. Wow, it's insane. Back over here in the hub, I decided to go with the big squares. I felt like the big squares make it feel a little bit more grand and fancy. Also, back over here inside of the hub, we should pick the lava up because I realized a big problem. The point of the central room is to go to the Nether ceiling, basically. It's a transitional space. Of course, we walk from one section of the hub to the other, but the Nether ceiling. Somewhere inside of here, hopefully like near the middle, I was planning on removing a block of bedrock and going up to the roof of the Nether today, right here. But if this isn't at 125, we need 127, I think it was. The problem here is we might have to take this whole room down if there's not one single block of bedrock that hits 127. And again, this block of bedrock here, it needs to be in the room. Oh, 127. That should be the block. I think that's gonna be the block that we're gonna need to remove. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, like mark it with the torch. Oh, there's a couple. Well, that's gonna be in the way. It might be off center. It definitely will be off center, but it'll be away. And so, with nothing short of the best discovery of all time made, it was back to work for me. Of course, today we're going to bust our way up onto the top of the Nether ceiling, so in the future we can set up some amazing contraptions. However, before I can do that, the lower Nether needs to be in immaculate form. To get it in immaculate form, I've got a perfect scent of the day. A tried, a true, a classic. Heck, a scent that I might have even introduced to you before. Coconut Breeze. It's a simple scent, nothing too offensive, but it's also an inspirational scent. At least for the purposes of today's episode. Yeah. Back over in the overworld, it's go time. Here we are, down in the caves that sit underneath our mountain for a little bit of lava. I'm actually like insanely low on obsidian. I couldn't find any anywhere, but, well, I couldn't find any anywhere other than here, of course. This should be good. So here's the thing. This method that we're going to use to bust out the bedrock in this world, it's flawless if you do it right. And if you do it right, debatable. I'm kind of clumsy with things like this, so I'm going to need extra obsidian. We need 1 obsidian for the method, and then I need enough for a portal, which I think is... I'm just going to overshoot it. We're going to get 14 obsidian, so 15 total. 15 obsidian, and then we're good to go. Well. What are all of you doing here? Is this like a party or something? Come on. Back over inside of the Nether. Progress. This is what I've made. This hub is shaping up to be beautiful. I like architecture. Oh, that's scary. That's scary. I'm gonna have to fix that. I like architecture. I don't exactly like English as much. Brutalist. I don't know if this would be the word, but it feels like it would be the word. This design, it feels so intense and brutal. In here, I've decided to move the circles a little bit higher up so we get this like grand entrance. Walking in here, I opened this up even more. It almost feels like Roman or something, but like way more brutal, right? Then actually walking into this room, I've done it. I've shaped this square-shaped thing into a circle-shaped thing. It's kind of tall, like a high ceiling. There is 1 block that I'm missing in there, but we'll be right over there in a second. And then these walls. For now, I filled them in, but you have to imagine these walls as like hallways going into different parts of the hub. I'm going to do something different with the corners in a minute, and then like design-wise, it's really, really gray. Kind of matches like the bedrock. I was imagining this stuff like pouring in, but it does need more. But that more is what we'll get to in a minute, because inside of the shulker box are all of the supplies that I think I'm going to need. I've got the obsidian, I've got all of the explosives, I got an emergency portal, and I've got all of the ender pearls that I currently possess. I can't mess this up. Oh, it was such a funny moment earlier on when I was like worried about not having a block of bedrock, because look at this. That block of bedrock will definitely work, but then over here, I've actually found another one that might work even better. I can't decide. Do I want to have this ladder coming down in like kind of the middle of the hub? Or would I rather have it on the side of the hub? Or do I remove both? Another potentially great option, and to be honest, maybe the option, is that block right there. I mean, it's like perfectly positioned to the corner. But so is that block. We have so many options. You know what? Here's what I'm thinking. Let's actually go with this block, because look at this. Right next to it is another one. So I could maybe break 2 separate blocks and have like a big wide open hole. I think I like the sounds of that. Let's go ahead and put this ladder in right here. Then let's go ahead and grab the ender pearl and... Can you imagine if I actually did that? That would have been terrible, because everything, literally everything I need is sitting right here. Not so fast. 158. 127. 224. Those are some nice numbers. Certainly, definitely some nice numbers. So anyways, here we are up on top of the Nether. I think this is the first time in this entire world. This is beautiful, as always. Now let's see if I can remember how to build this thing. I kind of always forget. The block we want to remove is that spot right there, which means I think we put that right there. Then after that, I think we have like a TNT sitting right there. Maybe? I know for a fact, for certain, we have a block right there, we have a lever right there, and then I'm thinking right here we have a trap door, like on that block right there, not invisible though. Then we have a piston sitting right here, that's a block I want to remove. Then yeah, TNT right there, TNT right there. That's the whole puzzle. Cue that beautifully familiar dramatic music, because lads, it's time. Here goes nothing. TNT number 1, it goes right there. TNT number 2, it goes right there. Then, of course, we walk up to the trap door. We use the trap door. We're crawling now. Oh, it's intense. This, though, this is the moment. We hit this. We crawl over here quickly, swiftly, a little bit more, and I spam the piston right there. And oh my gosh, I think it worked. I think I did it. If the piston lands like this, it should be... Oh, it is. It's flawless. It's good. I mean, of course, I put all of the ladders away, not thinking I'm a fool. But it's good. It's flawless. And it's beautiful. Eagle Eye 621. Thank you so much. Thank you. You are king. All right, look, listen. At this point in the game, there's no risk involved at all. Now, it doesn't matter if I mess up. I can just go up and down. Doesn't matter at all. What we're going to do is try and pull it off again. We're going to put another block of... a block of piston, yes, a block of piston right there. We're gonna have TNT, oh wait. Where'd my trapdoor go? Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. We're gonna put a trapdoor right here. Then we're gonna do TNT. firepower right there. Pure raw firepower. We go down. We can do it again. I can't be stopped. I'm a monster. I'm a machine. I spam again. I'm spamming. And it worked. I truly cannot be stopped. Look at this thing. That's even more bedrock on. Wow. 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 It's a whole new era, gamers. It's a whole new era. Now, I'm almost wondering, with how, like, hard I'm going with this thing, do I just start deleting the whole ceiling, or is that a little insane? It might be insane, but I don't know. Maybe that's a job for another time. At the least, we now have the nether ceiling wide open to the rest of the world. That means we can come up here and set up beautiful farms, which is exactly what we're gonna do very soon. With the nether ceiling wide open just like this, that means that it's part of the nether hub now, which is wonderful. Now, way up and down, I don't know. I know it's a little ugly right here, but is there a more beautiful way to do things, or no? I mean, look, for starters, I suppose what I could do is go all the way down to the Crimson Forest and, you know, maybe some of that beautiful purpley nether wood, like some trapdoors or something, could spice it up a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this will make it look better. We need like a gray wood type, like a wood type that is kind of like the acacia wood, but except like not the acacia wood at all. I'm not talking orange wood. I'm talking like a gray wood type. Gray wood would be like perfect. I could make gray trapdoors and then do that. I mean, I don't know. It's not the best looking, but I guess it's more about function, right? Like, it's the fact that we can get up there. I don't know. And so, at this point in the episode, going absolutely mad by the horrendousness that I just built in that corner, I couldn't bear it. I decided I needed to do something different. I decided that instead of having some kind of off-centered, ugly, horrendous thing, I would go back up onto the roof of the nether and find the coordinates of the middle block here, and no matter how many blocks it takes, I would make the whole dead center in this nether hub. After all, with my track record of pure perfection today with this method, removing a couple more blocks of bedrock, I mean, can't be too bad, right? If I wanted to actually pull this big upgrade off though, that would mean that I would have to go back over to the overworld for more explosives. You see, the amount of firepower that I'm going to need for this, I don't even know. But one thing that I do know for sure is that right now, in its current form, I have nowhere near enough explosives on hand. In order to make enough TNT for what I wanted to pull off today, one quick trip up to the creeper farm. Love this place. 27 TNT? Seems a little overkill though, so I don't know, maybe 14. That should probably do. After that, it was explosion, and a couple more explosions. Okay, well, funny thing here, and maybe it's not so funny after all, but here I am, removing the bedrock, blowing things up repeatedly. I messed it up a little bit on, like, the final block that I need to blow up, and blew up my shulker box, and I didn't even realize that I literally blew up my shulker box. I don't think there was anything else important in there other than, like, building supplies, which, of course, those all seem fine, but the actual shulker box itself, I blew it up. It's gone. Whoops. To make matters perhaps even more comical, this was way more blocks than I had even realized, actually. Nevertheless, I decided I would persist. I would continue attempting to remove block after block of bedrock until hopefully that very center block could be removed. And so, I think I've finally done it. After like, I don't know, almost an hour of bedrock removing, I think this is the final block that we need to remove. After I explode this piston right there, we should be good to go. So, into formation we go. Hit that, and spam right there. This should work. I think I've only messed up like 2-3 times. Did you work? Oh, you worked, and you're front and center. Lads is beautiful. Well, laddies is wonderful. Everybody. This is perfection. Up and down to the nether ceiling, and in style. This other hole that I've opened up in the ceiling, I don't know, I hope it's not a problem. Hopefully this won't cause like gas to spawn or whatever. If it will, let me know. With this thing open front and center, I can now take trapdoors. Go ahead and I flip them around. Trapdoors, front and center. It looks wonderful. Of course, on top of every single trapdoor, we place a ladder. The ladders go up and down, again, not to flex or anything, but up and down to the nether ceiling. Oh, it's so wonderful. And then I guess I have this, like, quick way down. Maybe I could come back and put like a slime block or something. And to think, this wonderful process today only cost me a ton of TNT and an entire shulker box. It's not bad. It's time for the final touches on our little design today. Here's what I was thinking. I go ahead and open this up a little bit. That'll be cool. Then I could put chisel blackstone. It matches the vibe of the hub. Then I could do that right there. But then, to make it even more interesting, I could sneak back behind here and maybe like turn them on. Look at how wonderful that'll be. I'll go ahead and throw those in every corner. And oh my gosh, it'll look great. Copying something I did in the transit hub, iron bars. I think they look nice. I wouldn't be able to pinpoint exactly why, but our build is heavily reminding me of the Nether today. And another thing that reminds me of the Nether is mangrove wood. What if maybe we come in here with a little bit of mangrove fences, and then thinking about this down the road in the future, when the hub is fully finished and looks like that, you'll almost have like a touch of netherrack peeking through. Yeah, that's cool. I think last, at least for today, and definitely not least, is maybe a little bit more light hanging from the ceiling. To be honest, I can struggle a little bit when I'm working with these nether ceilings with like the bedrock and everything because they're so chaotic and random. But I think maybe just doubling down on the chaotic and randomness, maybe adding in random lanterns, that could be the final touch. For now, it's simple and small, but a couple episodes time, and I think this room will make perfect sense. And so with that, there we go, we've done it. The nether ceiling is now open for all of our dreams. Nether Hub projects, are you excited? What do you think? Let me know down below. Today's comment of the day comes from the wonderful person on the subreddit that's been doing this thing for like 20-something days now. If you know who you are, you know. Keep it up. You're doing beautiful work. You might just convince me. Fire Dragon 19, Andrew H, Gabriel Y, Paul P, been in for his MC. My patrons, thank you. If you haven't yet, check out last episode next. So thank you all so much for watching. This has been me, Waddles. Nether Hub, coming soon.